Are we good? I gotta double check. Hold on. I've been going on for like 2 minutes without realizing that I'm not live. And hey, we're going now. There we fucking go. Pour some sugar on me. Oh, in the name of love. Pour some sugar on me. Come on, find me up. Pour some sugar on me. Oh, sweet, sweet. Feel my hand to my knees, yeah. Down, down. Man, I should have live streamed fucking karaoke tonight, dude. It was a fucking vibin' poppin' night. It was some good shit. And I did a lot of karaoke tonight, too. I actually did a couple that I haven't even done in a long fucking time. Like, there's one song I did as karaoke for a stream. We Got Bigger Problems Now by Dead Kennedys, and I haven't sung that in a fat fucking time. And it was good shit right there, I must admit. And of course, I always wrap it up with Police Truck by Dead Kennedys as well. And that shit was just like... And honestly, like, I mean, comparison for, like, tonight in comparison to other nights, dude, cops are on patrol tonight. I think it's just because, like, Halloween's coming up and all that shit, so the cops are like, oh, there's gonna be a bunch of drunk fucking people around and blah, blah, blah. So we need to make sure that we hit a fucking quota. In fact, we need to hit our Halloween quota and make sure that we get, like, anybody who's even remotely inebriated at all, for fucking Halloween, for Tuesday. Like, these fucking pigs, these scum have, like, a fucking, mentality with this shit. And I recognize it. I see it. I see what the fuck it is. So, fuck these pigs. Like, I mean, they're on extra patrol tonight. Like, I mean, in comparison to usual, like, there's, like, fucking 5 of these, pieces of shit, fucking patrolling the streets. They didn't stop me at all, but, oh my god, I was so hoping they would, honestly. So, like, what are you doing, you drunk little young delinquent? It's like, minding my fucking business. I'm gonna start recording you now, so you can, so I can show the world how much of a fucking authoritarian piece of shit that you are. Like, I just want that. Because they wouldn't get shit on me. I mean, there wouldn't be anything outside of just them being humiliated on the internet. Because I would share that shit. Like, I mean, if they want to try to harass my ass over that shit, then I welcome it. I hope that they do, honestly. Because, I mean, the cops have harassed me before. The Milwaukee PD, they fucked with me before, and they know me a little bit, and they kind of have a little bit of a rapport, so to speak. So it's like, if they really want to start annoying my ass, then I fucking welcome it. Like, honestly, like, fuck them. I can give a shit about their stupid cunt asses. And trying to intimidate the local community by patrolling, like, 5 times more than they usually do, fuck them for that. It's like, I don't feel safe with them patrolling around here in my streets. And they think that, like, oh, Halloween's coming up, so I gotta do my extra rounds and make sure I hit a fucking quota for, like, drunk delinquents or whatever the fuck. It's like, fuck you, you pig. I see exactly what you're fucking doing, and all it does is intimidate, happy-go-lucky motherfuckers like me, into trying to be, like, obedient and quiet and cool and collected. It's like, I ain't gonna do that 1 in the morning. Go fuck yourself. Fucking hog. Dude, like, on my way to the bar tonight, there was, like, 3 of these fucking pigs, patrolling the fucking street. And then on my way back home, same amount. There was, like, a whole bunch of them patrolling this shit. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, it's a quiet Saturday night. Do you pieces of shit have nothing better to do? Are you serious? Are you fucking kidding me? Fucking pigs, goddamn hogs, have nothing better to do than to fucking try to push as much as possible their fucking quota. When it comes to, like, pulling over drunk drivers or, like, belligerent drunks on the street or some shit. It's like, go fuck yourself, you piece of shit. You don't do nothing to serve the fucking community. You don't do nothing to serve me. Like, you know, when it comes to, like, my life growing up here in this fucking town, these cops have done fucking nothing. Outside of harass me. Honestly, they've done more to harass my ass and annoy me, more so than actually be some beneficial tool of society. So fuck them. I have no love for a cop. I never will. And honestly, that's just not even the leftist anarchist in me speaking. That's just like my own experience. These motherfuckers don't give a shit about me or anyone else in this fucking neighborhood. They only give a fuck about their paycheck and their fucking quota when it comes to arresting people at the end of the month. That's all they give a fuck about. So fuck a cop. They have no interest in serving you. They have an interest in punishing you, but not serving you. And that's the problem with our police here in this country. It's fucked. And how they behave shows that shit. I mean, honestly, like, I'm being serious. Like, you know, if you're out in a town, if you're out, like, you know, walking, you know, at night especially, really watch the road. Genuinely, watch the fucking road. How many cops are, like, you know, fucking driving by? And how many of them slow down to see if you're doing something suspicious? Because I guarantee you, it's going to happen way more than you fucking realize. You might not notice that shit initially, but when you really start getting annoyed by the police and fucking really, you know, and they, for some stupid reason or another, get on your fucking radar, like, you'll start realizing that shit. Because at the end of the day, they don't give a fuck about you. They want to impress you. They want to find a way to make money off of your ass. Because at the end of the day, putting you in jail makes them money. It gives them a paycheck. It gives them an excuse to exist. So remember that shit. Fuck a cop. They are not your friend. They're your fucking enemy. God damn it. This thing's clogged. After all that, it's like I get neutered by a clogged bowl. After all that shit, are we serious? Like this... Dude, what the fuck? Hey, bowl. There we go. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. That's what you're supposed to do, is unclog the thing. Thank you. Thank you. Good. Oh, shit. Oh shit, I didn't even realize there was chat. I'm gonna dress the cop for Halloween, that way I can't hide during actual danger. Like 3 times a night I see them usually. What am I gonna do, rob a doll store? Yo kid, you want some anarchism? Well, my teacher said anarchism is bad. Nah man, this shit's, it'll get you real good. It'll get you a good high, I tell you what, man. I mean, honestly, like, in my town, I'm kind of like I'm probably like one of the few, like, hardcore anarchists in this town. I mean, there's definitely a few of them, you know, out there for sure, but, like, I mean, at least, you know, for somebody who kind of, like, openly calls himself that, like, at least in this town, I'm probably one of the few that actually does that. Actually, speaking of which, hold on, I want to pull up my, gallery, because there's actually, something cool. Because at the bar I go to, they have chalk in the bathrooms, and somebody wrote some pretty cool shit that I took a picture of. Hold on, let me pull it up. Okay, hold on. Oh, hey, hold on. I need to split screen really quick, and I have to do this because my phone's retarded, and I'm a procrastinative fuck, so I haven't switched my phone over like an idiot. There we go. Boop. Somebody wrote Free Palestine and put the flag over there. And I wrote based and said fuck the IDF on top of that. And nobody's done anything to that. That's been there for a few days now. So, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to fucking take a picture of that. It's good shit right there, I tell you what. Brett says he wants to address as his financial manager for Halloween costume contest at work. He says he wears pants above his waist. Oh my god, there's a motherfucker that... Dude, what? What the fuck? Bro. Wow. Dude, you know, he might, like, low-key, like... His coworkers are probably gonna love him, but, dude, his financial manager is gonna hate the shit out of him, dude. You know what? I'm all here for it. You're gonna have to tell me the reaction to that, because that is awesome. Too bad my day off is Halloween, because like I would totally go to work as a fucking pirate. He works in the same building as him, and he's a total prick. Oh, so the financial manager is a total dickbag? Go figure. Of course, like a manager is a prick and a dickbag. Wow, that shocks the shit out of me. Go figure. May have to wait until after Halloween since this guy doesn't work that day. Damn. You know what? He could do it before. I'm pretty sure, like, his workplace will, like, you know, cut some slack a little bit. IMO. At least that's what, I mean, if I was at, you know, like, I'd do that. Like, I work Monday, and that's the 30th, so I could probably get away with, you know, wearing some Halloween gear and shit like that. Because I already know what I'm going to wear. I ordered a pirate shirt, which was supposed to come in this week, but if not, then it's going to come in Monday, so I probably will be able to at least wear it then. But I have like a little pirate shirt, and I'm going to just wear my, my East German trench coat over here, and then just my tricorn. I'm just going to do that. Your brother works 11 hours a day? Holy fuck. He better be, like, getting a goddamn good wage. Like, what's his fucking hour? Does he work salary or does he work hourly? Because if hourly, then goddamn, he's probably making some bank. But if it's a salary, that might be some fucked up shit. It's like, what the fuck? Because if he's working hourly, that, to me at least, like, damn, he's probably making some fucking bank. He sells cars, so I don't know how that works. Oh, shit, so that's probably commission. So he works commission. Yeah, it's by sale. Yeah, so he probably has like a really minimum wage, you know, hourly rate, but he makes commission, and depending on how many cars he sells, that is basically what his wage is. Damn. So he's a car dealership guy. I mean, like, you know, it's, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta make your fucking bank, you know, so it's like, you know, I know there's, like, the meme about, like, you know, car salesmen being kind of, like, you know, fucking weird freaks and shit, but, like, hey, there's plenty of people that, you know, have to fucking make the buck with that shit. You know what? Hey, if it works, it works. And knowing you, I mean, I'm assuming that your bro is probably, like, you know, a non-bullshitter. I can neither confirm nor deny that. Well, like I'm saying, I you know, knowing you, I'm sure your bro is probably like a no-bullshitter type. So, like, I'm assuming that he would probably be, you know, a dude who would, at the very least, you know, just like, you know, like, cut for the bullshit and just, like, let him know, like, hey, here's how the car works, here's how it operates. If you want it, you know, this is what the price is, and I can maybe, you know, cut you a little slight deal if you want, but, like, beyond that, this is what it is, this is what I can offer. It seems like, you know, one of those, like, no bullshitter types. If I'm using you as at least an assessment for that. Because you're definitely a no bullshitter type, and if that's the case, then I'm willing to, like, expand that to your bro. If that's how he is, too. I mean, you know your bro more than me, so, I mean, you know, I don't know if he's, like, you know, somebody who don't give a fuck, or if he's, like, a no bullshitter type, or what, but... I mean, you know, at least, you know, like I said, I'm just using you as, like, you know, the expansion to that. What the fuck, Zukov? Zukov, chill out. Yo, shut up. Goddamn. The fuck? It's more like this car has the look of the devil. The last guy who owned it had 6 in it 12 times. That's how you bro. Oh, shit. So he is a bullshitter. Oh, fuck. And his truck survived a 14-car pile-up fire. Damn. So, so I guess he is a bullshitter. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, it just goes back to what I was saying initially. Like, hey, you got to make your buck. So if that's, a way that he makes his dollar, then... fuck it. I can at least respect it a little bit. I haven't seen him work. Well, hey, I guess, just ask him. He'll probably be more than willing to just let you know about it. Tell you about the whole, shebang. I'm pretty comfortable talking about my fucking, work and shit and, and all that, so... if I am, now imagine, like, literally anybody else. Like, in a way, it's like it's a perfect excuse for somebody who's, like, in a workplace to fucking literally just, like, bullshit and talk shit about the work. That's how I perceive it. Like, anyone who, like, talks about my work, I'm gonna take a perfect opportunity to start bullshitting about it, complaining about it and stuff like that, and how like a union at least at the minimal makes it that much better. So I'm gonna do that. Unfortunately, like, my fucking union's probably the most like milquetoast fucking pathetic union that has ever existed in the history of unions, but like, fuck, at the end of the day, like I said, it's still better to fucking nothing. It's like every now and then they'll show some teeth, but for the most part, they just, I don't even know. It's like there's even sometimes where there will be like a motherfucker, within the union that will like, like who's like supposed to be like a spokesperson or like a representative, so to speak, or, shit like that, or works like, in tandem with like some of the higher up elements, like whether it's like financial aspects or, like, more of the executive side of the union's side of shit. And, like, because, there's one guy, there's like a union spokesperson for the local 555 in Eugene that is trying to, like, propose of getting rid of the whole, like, self-service option law that was passed in Oregon and shit like that. Mainly because, like, his argument is basically because, like, Oregon is quirky for allowing, workers, to be able to do gas attendants and stuff. So it's like, we need to keep that quirkiness of Oregon and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? It's like, Oregon's quirky, and which, I don't even dog on that. I'm not even against that. Like, Oregon is a quirky state, and I love it for that in a way. But this ain't it, chief. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, what the fuck? It's like, you're saying it, like, somehow hurts, like, Oregonians and the workers and all this other shit, when, if anything, it's actually taken a load off on a lot of the workers, so to speak. Like, it actually hasn't really been that bad of a thing. So, like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? It's like, what the hell? Like, there's just some people within my local union that honestly are just, like, low-key, just straight dumb. Like, I think, honestly, like, when it comes to, like, the people on the ground, like, when it comes to, like, being, like, a shop steward or, like, representatives, or, like, a rep, like a union rep and shit, I think those people do a fucking damn good, good job for what they have to do. And in fact, if anything, they are overloaded because they don't have a lot of support in a way. And that's kind of fucked. Like, so, they basically have so much fucking baggage and shit. Like, the people on the ground when it comes to shop stewards, like the union reps and people like that, like, they got, like, an extra fucking workload that they can't really do by themselves. Like, they need extra people to kind of help them out with that. And it's like, there ain't nothing there. And the only way to encourage that and get more people into that is if the union actually had fucking teeth. Which, the higher-ups don't really seem to want to do that all the time. Like, when push comes to shove, like, when it comes to, like, a new contract or something, they will. But in between all that shit, it's like, hands off, basically. And that's fucking annoying. It's like, you're not supposed to be hands-off, you know, once the contract's all said and done. Like, you gotta maintain that shit. You gotta make sure that shit stays consistent. You gotta make sure that people aren't slipping through the cracks because the company wants to fuck them over and shit like that. Like, you have to stay fucking consistent with that, and they don't, and it's annoying. So one reason why I hope that fucking new season's open is so I can, you know, work with the new season's labor union and, you know, maybe expand with that. Because they definitely got, one, way more fucking teeth. Two, they're a lot more of a fresher union and have a lot more of a radical element, you know, because of that. And for three, like, it'd just be a fresh change of pace. So it's like, I mean, I'm just waiting for that shit. Like, I'm just waiting for the fucking new season to open already, for God's sakes. Like, it's been delayed so many fucking times, it's annoying the shit out of me. It's like, God damn it, just open already. It's like, fuck. Give me an out. It's like, holy shit. At least an out to where I can have a unionized workplace, especially. I mean, like, holy shit. Especially if I can have, like, a direct fucking role in making that a thing. So as soon as new season opens, I'm going to contact NSLU and, you know, talk to them and be like, hey, you know, what's the quickest course of action to get this fucking place that just opened unionized? Because, like, hey, I'm you know, probably the most radical fucking union motherfucker you're going to find, you know, in this side of town. So, hit me up. You know, it's like, I want that shit. And I'm just waiting for that fucking store to open. Like, that's the only thing that I'm waiting for, and they keep delaying that shit, and it's annoying. It was supposed to open already. It was supposed to be open by now. And it's going to be delayed until next year, basically. And it's drive me nuts. It's basically the fucking out that I'm waiting for at this point. Because, like, I could definitely take a lot of my, like, knowledge when it comes to labor and unionization. I could take my praxis that I've done before in the past, you know, when it comes to, like, you know, hanging out with the UAW, or like when it comes to even my local union when they were striking against Fred Meyer and stuff. I hung out with them for a little bit. Like, when it comes to these things, like, I got the praxis for it too. Like, I know how this shit works. Like, I mean, I've studied this stuff. Like, I'm a theorist. Like, I mean, I've done a lot of research and a lot of in-depth knowledge when it comes to, like, labor action and shit. And when it comes to practice, so, like, I'm the fucking guy for it. I mean, like, honestly, when it comes to this side of town in PDX, like, I'm probably the biggest motherfucker for that shit. I mean, like, I can't really think of anyone else right now. Even if just some random motherfucker. Like, I can't really think of anybody that would have, like, the knowledge and practice and gumption and the history around it like I do. Outside of, like, some old, you know, like, boomer person, you know, like, that is, you know, done their block, basically. They, you know, work that shit their life. You know, because I've met people like that. Like, they'll notice, like, I have, like, a union pin on me on my work shirt or something like that, and be like, hey, you know, it's like, right on. I used to, like, basically be a bus driver for the Teamsters and blah, 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 you know, for, like, 40 years and this and that, and I'm retired now and blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, people have told me that shit. So it's like, I mean, outside of those type of people, like, for at least for young bucks like me, for someone that's, like, 26 and younger, I'm probably the biggest motherfucker, you know, to reach out for that shit, at least this side of town. At least in Milwaukee, especially. I mean, honestly, like, I'll fucking hold that shit, you know, and I'll hold that title. Because I don't really know anyone else outside of just my own friend group, and the only reason why is because I fucking have encouraged them and, like, you know, lit that fire in their fucking asses a little bit. And even then, you know, they don't really have it lit up as much. I mean, because, you know, I mean, for their own reasons, they probably don't really care as much, or, you know, just don't recognize it, you know, so to speak, or whatever. But, like, you know, like I said, they got their reasons, but it's like, they still kind of get it, though. I mean, my friend Harley definitely kind of gets it. He doesn't really, like, understand, like, the nuances of it all, but he certainly gets the general idea of it, though. Like, I mean, because he, you know, is always very, like, interested about kind of hearing what I have to say about when it comes to these type of topics. You know, he might not really get maybe, like, some of the intelligentsia of it, but he does kind of understand kind of the root of it, though. Because, like, he was telling me, actually, he was listening on the radio at work, because my brother's radio station was actually playing, and my brother stupidly was like mentioning like, oh well, we don't really need like gas attendees and blah 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 because they're just like worthless and this and that. We should have self-serving across the board. He was just basically being like kind of a nibby piece of shit about it basically. And my friend I was just like, low key fuck your brother for that type of shit. Which to be fair, I kind of agree. I'm not gonna say fuck him for it, but I'm gonna say like well. Fuck you for the opinion at least. Like, fuck that opinion. Because that is bullshit, and, it goes against the whole idea of, labor and, like, people actualizing their fucking ability to fucking live a life a little bit. I mean, that's, like, it was like, his whole, from what my friend Harley was saying, like, his whole spiel is basically just, like, dismissing them as, like, nobodies and basically saying, well, fuck that line of job, where most people, especially if they're fresh out of high school, young bucks, young people, Sukop, hey, yo, chill out, bro. Oh my god. Shut up. Hey, yo, shut up. Shut up and get over here. Have this. It's like, I mean, what was I saying? Like, when it comes to, like, people that, like, dismiss that type of shit, it's just like, I mean, it's like, dude, the whole idea is like, I mean, think about it. It's like, if there was literally no gas attendants and you had to pump your own gas, I mean, yeah, for most of the country, that's kind of a norm, but, like, for the areas that aren't, do you think these fucking people are going to understand it? It's so god, yo, oh my god.
Chill out already.
It's my dad. Sukov, shut up. Oh my god. Anyway, but it's like, do you think these people are going to be able to understand that shit? And also, this is another thing that I've learned as well, is that every gas station, their pumps are set up differently. Like, for example, like when it comes to Extra Mile or Chevron or Shell or Safeway, when it comes to their gas stations, or even like 7-Eleven with their gas stations, because I never knew this, but 7-Eleven apparently also has gas stations. All these places, their pumps are set up in different ways, specifically for like their system. So, like, every company and every, like, gas station has, things set up in a different way. And, like, the average person, at least in states that it's, where you don't have self-serve, that's not going to be something they understand. Like, I'm not going to be able to get that shit personally. I've never worked at a gas station. I've never been a fuel attendant. And I've never had to pump my own gas or anything. So, for me, I'm not going to know that shit. So having somebody who's a worker who might be able to know that shit and is trained on that and, can do it for me, that's beneficial. And there's a fucking shitload of people like me like that.
Enter the amount.
Look, what I'm saying is, so, like, a lot of gas stations have their system set up differently depending on the corporation. Like, at Safeway, the gas pumps there are set up differently in comparison to, like, the 76 or, like, 7-Eleven or Shell, Exxon. Like, every company with their gas stations, they have it set up a little differently. I mean, the gas pumps are, at the root of them are the same, but they have their own system of how they, set it up and shit. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, and for,
And the price is going to go up because of that, too. So.
Yeah, there's also that. Like, I mean, there's a lot of factors into it.
Pump your own, the insurance costs a whole lot more.
Yeah.
Than if you have somebody working there that pumps all the gas.
Who's trained for and qualified, then it's not... Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But, so the price, the price...
The price will vary either based off insurance or based off, like, how much the employee needs to be paid, basically, and shit.
The employee gets paid a certain amount.
I mean, well, the thing is, like, the price of the gas is going to be negligible at that point.
Same as you're saving on the insurance.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, so it's going to be kind of...
Now the insurance is going to go up, but you still have to have a guy hired to do full service.
Well, the thing is, in Oregon, it's
little place like Bernie's Market, they don't have 2 pumps.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, like, it's a optional thing. So, like, I mean, at least at our store, like, some pumps are self-serve, but the rest of them aren't. And it's like, what the fuck? And even sometimes, you know, if it's busy enough, even self-serve will be like, you know, not a self-serve. You know, it's kind of weird how it's set up, and like I know there's like some
go up there just like.
Well, I know there are
like I do it just like, okay, do I put my own or is somebody gonna come up? Like, screw it, you're like throw the card in there and.
Yeah.
But you have to
well, I know there are like. Well, I know there are like.
I would just sit there and just hold the bill out the door and just like.
Yeah, I know there are at least
especially now with my foot. You know?
I know there are like some state politicians in Oregon that are trying to like reverse the bill, but I mean, I just kind of think it needs to be just like amended a little bit. Like, you know, it's like, hey, like if there's like 8 pumps at a gas station,
that amendment's going to really screw the people in rural.
Well, here, at least here, hold on, at least
you could stop by at like 3 in the morning, put your card in, and get your own gas. The store's closed, but the pumps will still work.
Yeah, well, I'm not even against that. I think that should be fine. Like, I mean,
great. I'd love that.
Yeah, I think that should be okay. Like, when it comes to the amendment of bill, I think that should be included. But also, like, let's say, like, I don't know, like, for if you have like 8 pumps, you know, or some shit. Like, I think our store has. Yeah, I think it has 8. Yeah, well,
yeah, 4 or 8 if you count both sides.
Both sides, yeah, 8. Well, yeah. So I'm talking both sides. So if you have a store like like ours, you know, when it has 8 pumps, like I'd say, like make 4 of them self-serve, and you know the others, you know, like like someone tends to it. But if it's busy enough, you know, obviously, then the other 4 can be, you know, someone can pump it for you too as well. Like I think there should at least be kind of a little bit more of like. You know, depending on how many pumps you have, you can, you know, like have self-serve for this amount. Or if you only have like 1 or 2 pumps and maybe no one's available, then they can self-serve. But if not, then someone will be there and shit. Like, I mean, I think there can at least be a little more of a leeway for it and stuff.
I go down there, I get out, and they're losing an employee too, because there used to be 2 people down there. One guy.
Yeah, and it does cause layoffs a little bit too, because
the guy that runs the store just like, okay, I got to come out and pump the gas for you too, and lose his store.
Yeah, and he also has to operate also. Yeah, that's
they're pumping your gas.
Yeah, like that's not exactly practical. Like, I mean, there needs to at least be a little bit more of a. Like an amendment to the whole idea to kind of like, fix shit like that a little bit. Because, I mean, they shouldn't have to lay off anybody. Like, at least, as far as I'm concerned.
They already laid off a bunch of people.
Well, that's why, there's like a challenge to it. Because a lot of people have been laid off because of it, which I get.
If you're like the rural guy that stops by at 3 in the morning, driving your tractor home or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
They have to have somebody there. I mean, you can do your own gas, but they have to have somebody there, so all that midnight gas stuff is going to shut down.
Yeah.
No, I got to put my foot up.
The same people who dismiss them are the same ones who are enough people to help around help. Yeah, dude, for real. Yeah, it's like once the one dismiss these type people are just like. There's not like enough people to help me out here. What the fuck, bro? It's like, I don't know, maybe a lot of your fucking ideas has probably led to that bullshit.
Yeah, I worked for Safeway. I went up the other day and just like, enter your number. I'm just like, no, I'm getting $5 worth of gas. I don't want to enter my number. Try to, keep hitting cancel.
You should probably enter my number, honestly, because I get the employee discounts and our store director is literally forcing us to like do direct deposit and like have our number attached, to shit. Like she's making us do a lot of bullshit. Whereas we're not getting paper checks anymore. I ain't gonna be able to cash my shit.
If you wanted paper checks, you should be able to get it.
Well, after the end, like, literally, this is the last switch that is happening. Like, at that point, it's gonna be, like, some card that you get, or you do direct deposit. It's like, fuck that, I'm doing direct deposit, like, I'm gonna set that shit up, like, immediately. Because fuck that bullshit. Like, what the fuck? I honestly just want the regular check. I just want my check so I can have my fucking pay stub so I can see what the fuck. Yeah, exactly.
Even if I walk in across the aisle.
Yes, exactly.
I want to see it.
Yes, that's what I want. And I don't like this bullshit. I feel like that's just like a way for like my shit to fucking get wage theft or something. Like, I don't want that bullshit. Fuck that. It's so retarded. I hate it.
At a PhD, they went to direct deposit, and I'm just like,
fuck it.
I'll still get my check. I want my check on time, you know?
For real, dude. It's like, what the fuck? I want my actual check so I can cash it in.
No one got their check till Monday. But Friday, I still had mine. It was paper.
Brace yourself. You're about to get a lot of Stanzy links. You know, I missed an opportunity to see her live in a comedy special in Portland. I'm pretty sure it was because I was already going to see a concert that night, so I couldn't see her, unfortunately. But I guarantee you that's not going to be the last time she's going to be here. So next time she's, you know, doing a comedy special tour, I'm going to see that shit. You know what? If it's in Seattle or something, I'll fucking go over there. I don't give a shit. I'll go to fucking Seattle. I don't give a fuck. What we got here? One time I had sex with a guy who asked me if girls had it to use a turkey baster to get to come out. I don't know if that would work. Well, we're waiting. Uniquely qualified life of a comedian. We'll have a movie or a show next, Universe Swollen. Yes, but did you hook up with him before or after he asked? A valid Thanksgiving question? Oh my god, these are getting better and better. Everyone knows they use vacuum cleaners. Oh my god, these are literally getting better and better. Is that not how everyone gets it? Oh my god. Okay, I need to stop reading those. Those are good. These are fucking fire, bro. Dude, the replies are even better. Oh my god, dude. Holy shit. Dude, the replies are even better. Holy fuck. We've got here Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Showtime. Oh my god, dude. You know what? You just reminded me. Dude, the gay guy that works at the dispensary that I go to all the time, dude, oh my god, he was in drag tonight, and fuck, dude, fire, bro. Dude, I was just like, I honestly didn't even recognize him, you know, the first time. I was like, oh shit, but then he sung Transvestites of Transylvania, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, damn, son. Oh, dude, you know what? I should have fucking live streamed at the karaoke bar tonight, dude. I should have done it. Holy fuck. Dude, it was popping tonight. It wasn't a large crowd, but holy shit, it was popping tonight. Oh my god. I should have done it. I now regret it. I now have the regrets. Oh, by the way. Damn. I just gotta say. Dude, she looks fucking awesome. I'm loving the stripes, the pinstripes, that green hair. Dude, like, fuck, bro. That is awesome. Awesome fit right there. I tell you what. And also very fucking sexy. That's depressing. Now you're gonna send me a depressing thing? And never have toilet paper?
So much happening.
Oh, I need to turn on my Bluetooth speaker. Hold on. My headphone's still on. Actually, I need oh, here it is. Yeah. Dude, honestly, I hate these fucking pieces of shit. I bought some new ones because my last ones got fucked up. Lost a bud, and that happened. So, I got these ones, and honestly, these are even worse. They barely fit my fucking ears. They want to slide out so much, dude. I need to get some real fucking earbuds, dude. This drives me nuts. It's making me insane. Literally insane. Like half the time I have to hold those fuckers in place in my ear. I'm just like, It's annoying. Anyway.
Welcome to my place. Make yourself at home.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I've seen this.
There's so much happening and somehow...
Nothing at all.
Your bathroom's down that hallway right there. And this is the kitchen.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, we don't cook much, though.
Yeah, that's
Probably for the best.
Over here we got the living room. Yeah, we found the couch on the street. Most of the stuffing was missing.
So we backing.
You know, a little DIY.
got it.
DIY, bro.
If you can believe it.
I can.
Apparently it was used to hide a body, so... Oh, and that's my room.
That makes sense.
Sorry, like, I didn't have enough time to, like, clean up and stuff.
I don't think there's enough time in the world.
Yeah, I don't really see the point of, like, having a bed frame, so... And why would...
True! Fuck a bed frame. It's worthless. It's just, like, more space to hide shit under, so... Yeah, fuck that.
You wanna, like, watch a movie or something?
Is that mold?
Yeah, I think the landlord's just gonna, like, paint over it, though, so it's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, the landlord will definitely paint over it because landlord's cheap. Probably seen the other link then. I probably have. This is Liberal Politics in a nutshell. Yo, I haven't seen... You know what? I have not seen this one yet.
Take that, you son of a bitch.
Oh, no, I've seen this one. I have. You know what? You were correct. I have seen this one. Never mind.
Rick at the monster?
Yeah.
We're being attacked right now. Whoa, violence isn't the answer. Yeah, we have to rise above. When they go low,
We go high.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
I might have a band-aid. What else are we supposed to do? The monster is literally destroying the city.
You can spread awareness or peacefully protest in a way that doesn't inconvenience anyone.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not aware of the 50-meter monster terrorizing our city.
Look, if we resort to violence, we're just as bad as him.
Just as bad?
Just as bad. Exactly. We are just as bad.
Buildings in the city and I threw a brick and we're just as bad?
Well, yes, you threw a brick at me, pal. I'm just defending myself by destroying your entire city. Israel in a nutshell.
And that's valid.
Defending yourself? That's like if a 2-year-old kicked me and I vaporized it.
This is literally Israel in a nutshell.
I'm not going to be able to choose anything if I am flattened by the monster that is pulverizing humanity. Well, I for one won't stand this. We're better than this. The monster has a right to defend itself. He started.
It does.
True. Yeah. Boo.
Boo. Boo. Boo.
Absolutely, and we're gonna go back to running in terror and not retaliating with violence. Yeah. You've got to be kidding me.
You most certainly are not. Unfortunately. I fucking love that one so much. I mean, I guess considering, geopolitics, that is very convenient. Because I'm pretty sure I saw that before shit hit the fan over there. And, you know what? I feel like that is very symbolic. Very symbolic with what's going on over there. Boo, you think? But you know what? You have a right to defend yourself. It's like, okay then. Awesome. Cool. Great. Oh, by the way, they just started a literal ground invasion over there right now. So that's going on literally as we speak. And I'm sure nothing is bad happening from that. Literal internet blackout. Like, literally can't know what the fuck's going on. Troops, ground invasion, tanks, all that oh yeah, nothing bad will happen whatsoever. It's going to be peaches and rainbows and a kumbaya. Everyone's going to hold hands. And it's all going to be good shit right there. I tell you what. It's just going to be nothing but peace.
God damn it.
Peace.
I had a nice mess to clean up.
Oh, fuck. Does that mean that I probably need to clean it up?
No.
Okay, good.
I'll clean up the cat's mess, especially if it's just in my room.
Okay, good. It's nowhere else.
It's already cleaned up, but if you were going to volunteer, I should have mentioned it earlier.
Well, that was not a volunteer thing there.
Take care of his mess.
No, well, if I'm gone, I kind of at least hope that, like, you know, maybe, somebody can at least make sure that he doesn't make messes, but I know he's a weirdo, but I notice every now and then that he'll leave presents.
Yeah, I try to let him out, but
I don't know what his deal is. Like, he'll leave.
Out for me. He'll just sit there and stare. Kind of like,
you know what? Why? Like, cause honestly, like the other night he left a present over there, you know, in the other room, and it's like, I know you at least try to let him out, and I don't get it. Like, what the fuck? He only wants to do it for me, basically, and even then he doesn't want to do it half the time. I don't get it. I really don't. He's a little asshole. I mean, I don't know if I don't know if that means you have to kind of like walk up and down the street or something and have him shit in a bush or something. I don't know. Like, I mean, it's annoying. It's ridiculous.
Well, that's the whole idea of the doghouse.
He doesn't even look at that. Like, I mean,
you chain. Well, it's getting winter now, but you know, during the summer, you chain him out. He can hang out in the doghouse. He can go around, you know, all day.
He doesn't even acknowledge it. Like, I've literally like walked him up to it.
It doesn't matter if he acknowledges it or not, but he's like out in the backyard. He can't get out. It's getting a bit cold for that now, but
yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna really let him out too much unless I'm like walking around or, you know, letting him outside before work or something. Aww. Look at you little sweet baby.
Yeah, why didn't you go out and kill yourself some coyotes?
Because he's a bitch and he's like the most friendliest little son of a bitch that you'll ever meet. Like, he has no aggression in his body. He has no sense of violence in his body unless it's playfulness.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah, so. He will not do any harm to anything. You'll be the worst hunting dog in the world. Because I've actually thought about that, and, I'm just honestly
the critters, but he's just like, what my dog does? Oh, he's over there playing with the critters I was hunting.
Yeah, he's literally
out there playing with the deer. It's like, come on.
Like there ain't no way I'm gonna, you know, be able to make him a hunting dog. Like, unless it's insects. If it's like a flying insect, he'll go after that shit like no tomorrow. But if it's like literally anything else, he wants to befriend it. Little shit.
Yeah, story of my family.
What DFFO moment would you want to erase if you had to pick? It's Gorilla or We Were There. This is a tough one. You have a legendary gorilla meme responsible for bringing laughter at the thousands. Yet jaw-dropping bluntness of TJ showing a bluntness of TJ that show was enough for to rival that. Is the We Were There like the which one are you talking about with that one? Because honestly, I will never get rid of the gorilla meme. Greg Abbott. Oh, that meme. Oh. Oh, fuck. Dude, you're giving me a hard choice. Holy shit. A legendary stream. Or another legendary stream where TJ literally calls for the assassination of Greg. Oh my god. Dude, fuck. Dude, that's a tough one. Oh my god. I told you. Fuck, you know what? Honestly, I can never get rid of the gorilla meme. I honestly have to, stay consistent with it. Like, I mean, because the thing is, like, you literally had to be there for the Greg Abbott meme. You literally had to be there. There's no, like, original cut of that anywhere. Like, you literally just had to be there for it. But it's gorilla. The gorilla meme. That transcends time. That's there forever. Like, that ain't going nowhere. Like, I mean, every now and then we revisit the gorilla meme. Just for the laughter. And just for the memes. So, like, I mean, we'll go back to that shit every now and then. So, but, like, I mean, we can't go to the Greg Abbott moment, though. There ain't no way. Like, I mean, that's just lost to time. I mean, kind of already is. You literally had to be there for it. I bet Gorilla will beat Abbott. That's not even a contest. Of course Gorilla will beat Abbott. And when, like, it's... I mean, you don't even have to explain it. Greg Abbott's in a fucking wheelchair. Gorilla's Gorilla. Like, I mean, Gorilla's gonna do what Gorilla's gonna do. Like, I mean, Greg Abbott is just a little bitch in a wheelchair. Like, ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah, Gorilla's...
Gorilla transcends life.
Pretty much smart like we are, but it's just like, fuck you. I can do whatever I want.
It's Gorilla, dude.
I'm a gorilla. Yeah, just like this.
Gorilla.
You give me any shit, I will throw shit in your face.
That's more of a chimp. Gorilla won't throw shit in your face. He'll obliterate you in in one-on-one honorable combat. Because Gorilla is an honorable warrior.
Like a huge arms, huge chest, itty-bitty legs.
Gorilla ain't got no itty-bitty leg. Gorilla's just some beefcake, all around.
Yeah, it's good. I don't want to fuck with them.
Yeah, well, Gorilla ain't just like your...
Them gorilla legs are...
Gorilla ain't just your average gorilla, though. Like,
the
thing is, though, Gorilla ain't just your average gorilla. Like, you got gorillas, but then you got Gorilla. It's Gorilla. Like, you got the G. He's like he transcends Kong even. He's a regular gorilla, but, like, he transcends beyond that.
Usually that's a female, actually.
Well... in this case, he ain't.
And they're badass.
He is badass. He can beat Rhino. He can beat Elephant. He can beat any being on the planet. Now, don't even think about it. It's Gorilla. It's not your average gorilla. It's Gorilla. It's Gorilla. It's not just any gorilla. Like, this one could transcend all. It could literally fucking, like, nuclear laser blast fucking Godzilla before Godzilla could nuclear laser blast its ass. Okay. Like, it transcends.
Like a movie gorilla or a real gorilla?
It's a meme.
Obviously not a real gorilla.
It's a meme. It's something that the podcast I watch, I've watched it for a few years now, but like there's a stream where one of the hosts, Paul Zigo, like he was doing this gorilla versus meme where a gorilla wins literally every time, and there's literally a tier bracket that him and his other co-host TJ set up where at the end of it was Gorilla versus Godzilla, and somehow Paul, because Paul's a simp for Gorilla, made Gorilla win against Godzilla. You know what? Fuck. We got it. We're pulling it up, baby. Let's go.
You mentioned something about Who would win?
Hold on.
The man with no name? Clint Eastwood, the man with no name?
Hold up.
You know his name?
I don't think it has a name.
Jim Duncan.
Jim Duncan?
Duncan. Yeah,
Duncan?
Jim Duncan. At the very end of the movie, they show the gravestone. And he
Oh shit. Okay, here. Here, I got the, I got the shit.
He disappears, and the little midget guy was...
We're gonna take this from the fucking beginning.
For him. As soon as he made the gravestone, he wandered off and disappeared. Just like vanished.
Okay, alright. So we're gonna take this from the fucking beginning. So we're at the tier list of Gorilla. And there's been a lot of Gorilla versus beforehand, but we're at the fucking beginning of the shit. Like the true manifestation.
Rock on, Gorilla goes on to the next round.
Oh shit. Hold on.
I don't have much standing time.
He doesn't have much, but we're gonna absorb every second.
But,
I saw it in the...
They'll take a look, of course.
Alright, let's get to the very beginning.
Because I saw it in the chat.
Okay.
So here we go, Gorilla.
Won this fucking tournament.
Gorilla versus Cthulhu is pretty fucking
I'm gonna
simple.
add voting, but
Gorilla
only because
versus
it makes it easier
Cthulhu.
to fucking do these. Your vote counts for nothing. Don't bother.
Yeah. Each like H.P. Lovecraft's fucking Cthulhu. Yeah. Cthulhu versus Gorilla. Guess who wins?
All right. Cthulhu versus fucking Gorilla.
It'll probably be Gorilla.
Oh yeah, he already knows. He already knows.
Cthulhu's
Yeah.
power over humanity.
Right.
Is that humanity has the capacity to experience existential dread.
Yep.
Okay.
We
Gorilla,
have
while
that.
still a very smart animal, is not concerned with such thing. Gorilla doesn't know things like cosmic horror. Gorilla just sees a big dude with snake beard, and Gorilla formulates a plan. Now, this is a big motherfucker that just came up out the ocean. Gorilla knows he's going to have a big fight on his hand here. Going to have to equalize shit.
Yeah.
Now, it's part of the rules and always has been that you can always use your environment around you.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
So what Gorilla's going to do is he's going to see big-ass slow Cthulhu walking up out of the deep. Gorilla's going to fell an old rotten tree, knock all the branches off of it, pick up a rock and quickly sharpen it into a giant stake. Cthulhu, being focused on the destruction of humanity, isn't going to look down. Gorilla's going to prop that giant tree up against a big boulder. Cthulhu's going to impale himself on it. Gorilla wins.
I see. All right.
Gorilla wins,
that's how
bitch. That's right.
Gorilla best Cthulhu
way to
with
do
a
it.
sharpened tree.
With a sharpened
All right.
tree, dude.
Rock on, Gorilla goes on to the next round.
Like a...
So Lil Pump versus Boba Fett.
Oh, yeah, with Luke Skywalker. In the pit with the beast. Same thing.
Yeah. But now, funny enough, now...
Everyone else keeps running. I'm just like, okay, I'm going to fight this sucker.
So...
Stick in his mouth.
Yeah. So now we... So
But
this
I
is...
like the big mean... the big mean guy that's just like, oh, my pet.
Oh, well, I mean, because, like, it was his pet, though. Like, I mean...
Yeah,
RG,
I
fucking...
understand that.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, poor guy, he lost his pet.
I know. He was all sad. He was literally...
pet that ate anything that came close to it. Well, except for him, obviously.
Yeah. And then, like, yeah. And now we have Lil Pump versus Boba Fett, speaking of Star Wars. Which Lil Pump is a rapper, it literally, Donald Trump unironically called him Little Pimp in a press conference, or like, some fucking weird speech he called him. So I have a sponsor, his name is Little Pimp. Little Pimp, he's the best, he's the greatest. Like, and his name is Little Pump. So, like, even Donald Trump is like, fucking said it, unintentionally misspoke his name, but, like, shouted him out once.
Yeah,
and Boba Fett...
I do like Trump's policies, but the guy's a fucking idiot.
he tried to do
shut your fucking mouth, you know?
You do realize he literally tried to do a fucking coup against America, so it's like,
No,
I mean, he literally did! It was just, like, what do you mean? What? Yeah, he did! Like, it's pretty fucking blatant and obvious. Why do you think he's been indicted, like, 8 gajillion times? Like, it's because he overtly, tried to do...
It's the deep state.
What the fuck is that even? What the fuck is that even? Can you even define what that...
running our government.
Which is... literally the fucking Republicans, Democrats, the establishment, and corporations and shit, which includes Donald Trump too, because he literally was like paying and funding all sorts of politicians. Yeah, so how in the fuck is, like he any better? He's a part of that shit, so...
What the fuck, who knows this?
So who knows? Like, okay, like, I was just shouting that right up.
I could do anything about it. What the fuck, You can't do anything about it either. Whatever.
I mean, well, maybe not literally, but, I mean, there's ways that you can push shit around. I don't know. Oh, my God.
Yeah, with a giant-ass squeegee, he could push it around into the pit.
I don't really think that is exactly how it would be.
To the next person downstream.
Okay.
The moral of that story is you want to live as far upstream as you possibly can.
That doesn't solve anything. It's literally like another version of kicking the can down the road, and it's like, and what good has that done and what good has that fucking done anybody?
Everyone else's shit if you're way at the
what the, like, I mean, like, okay, let me, like, say this, though. It's like, what fucking good...
Everyone else could drink your shit.
Oh, like, what the fuck has, like, any good has that done for, like, frankly, I mean, not to be generational with it, what's that done any good for our generation when a lot of... your generational mentality is like, we'll kick the can down the road. It's like, that can is going down to people like me, and even the next of kin, so to speak, even though I'm not gonna necessarily, be a part of that, but, like, there's plenty, it's like, what good is that doing? And it's like, it's just, like, making things way fucking worse, and just, like,
this country is collapsing.
I don't disagree with that, but the thing is, like, a lot of the, a lot of the era of Reagan, and a lot of the era of, like, Clinton and Bush and shit, has fucking, led to that shit. I mean, dude, he literally, like, basically closed off fucking... Like, he basically, like, closed off, like, a lot of, like, mental institutions and shit, which created, like, such a large mental health crisis in this country. Like, deregulated, like, every fucking, pretty much every aspect of the, like, corporations and shit, which has led to endless union bustings, basically making corporations and money equal to speech and as citizens, which, what? Corporations aren't humans. Like, how is Citizens United fucking say that corporations are people? They're not. They're entities. Like, what? Like, I mean, we are so backwards when it comes to shit like this. It's insane.
We need to quit electing presidents that are senile.
Well, I don't disagree with that. I really don't. I will concede with that one. Like, I mean, we definitely need to have a rule or something where it's like, if you're 65 or older, you can't run for president or some shit.
No, it's just... pass a mental test.
Or something. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I mean, there's something we can at least reach across the aisle with. Like, there needs to be something to be like...
Biden is definitely...
Well, he literally, like, went on some random rant about, like, how handsome he is the other day.
Ran the country for, like, the second half of his presidency.
Who?
Nancy? Reagan?
Oh, yeah, because, Reagan had Alzheimer's, and Nancy Reagan for the last half of the administration.
And Biden's the same way right now. I could see it. I saw it.
Yeah, well, that's the point. That's why it's like, I mean, so much of the, like, honestly, so much of the problem, like, I mean, I kind of see an arc of why we are in the situation we are, is because of the deregulation, a lot of the fucking, like, you know, puppetry of, like, Reagan, basically, of the 80s, you know, like, kowtowing to corporations and, like, you know, Christian cultural conservatism as well with evangelicalism. Like, because that was a strong point, especially with Nancy. She was a very strong evangelical Christian at the time. And she pushed so much of that shit.
Economy really good.
He not really, like, he boosted it for the fucking, you know, fat cats, but, like, you know, for a lot of fucking the average people, they got fucked. Like, I mean, so many people who were, like, you know, honest, you know, blue-collar union workers and shit, they got fucked over. Like, I mean, there was...
No one got fucked over. Everyone got...
No, that's not the case. Like, I mean, like, I've seen, like, when it comes to, like, the actual statistics at the end of the day, like, I've seen it. Like, when it comes to, like, wages and union membership, when it comes to, like, wealth income inequality or, like, wealth income equality, when it comes to, like, people who have their fair share and stuff, the 80s was when shit changed. And when people, and when all these things started to stagnate. And the 80s was basically Reagan's era. Like, he was there for 2 terms the entire fucking 80s, and all that shit started to turn because of the deregulation. A lot of his, you know... Wait, what?
In the 70s.
Well, like...
The 80s sucked, but at least the economy stopped collapsing.
That's... Well, the reason... You know, honestly... Funny enough, that's also because of Reagan. Reagan literally, like, persuaded, like, I know what you're talking about, too, because it's, because Carter was, before Reagan, right? It was Carter, Jimmy Carter, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So, I know exactly what you're talking about.
What a goofball that guy was.
Well, you know what? You know what's fucked up? It's a fact. No, hold on. Wait.
But it
hold
was
on.
Great watching Saturday Night
Hold
on.
on. You want to know what is... This is objective fact. This is literally a fact. But, and if you want to, you can literally look it up. But you want to know, honestly, what was the downfall for fucking Carter? Yeah, because I know what, at least in some part, what it was. It was because of the Iranian hostage deal and shit.
Yeah.
Reagan literally funded the Iranian government, said, hey, if I give you some money and I scratch my back and you scratch yours, he literally told...
All north.
Yeah. And yeah, with all of it, yes, yeah. So you kind of know about it too.
Yeah, I know about it.
So you know about it. So like Reagan literally persuaded the government to, you know, like literally withhold the hostages until Carter was not, you know, in president anymore when Reagan was elected. Like he literally he had his fucking hand on that shit. And it's like, I mean, that kind of led, you know, to Carter's downfall, even though Carter isn't really that bad. Like, I mean, you know, he had some flaws for sure.
Oh, he was a goofball. He didn't know what the fuck he was doing. But anyhow,
I don't know. Like, he's been pretty consistent about himself. Like, I mean,
he gave away the Panama Canal.
Well, like, that wasn't ours to begin with. That was Panama's.
Yes, it was.
No, what? It literally was. How?
We paid the rent. No, technically it wasn't ours. But we paid the rent.
Technically, it wasn't ours. That means it wasn't ours.
No, we paid the rent for it. That way we could stay there till the rent ends, which was 1999. And
so we have
away in 1980, 70, something like that. I'm just like.
I mean, it wasn't necessarily because it was a territory. It's land. I mean, and at the end that we like that was the only time. Like, I mean, this...
We paid the rent.
I mean, okay, look, I don't know as much about that one. I'm going to have to look into that a little more. Like, the idea of the rent... like,
we paid the rent. We should have kept the canal. You know, the Panama was happy with the way it was going anyhow. And Jimmy Carter just like, it's all yours.
Well, because it's... I mean, because it's technically territory of Panama. Like, it's their land. I mean, so it should be given back to Panama. Like, I mean,
just like Hong Kong. That too, the lease was due in 1999.
Are you talking about, like, you know, Hong Kong technically be by China and stuff?
Yeah. I think that was a Britain thing. But
Yeah, it was a British colony.
They gave it back early.
No, well,
Or did they?
no, that was more recent. No, the Hong Kong shit was way more recent. It wasn't 1999. That was way more recent. That was like in like the mid 2010s or late 2010s or something. That was before 2020, if I remember correctly. Like that was like 2017 or some shit.
Like all these.
Yeah, because like the contract for
Cuba kind of canceled their lease and say we're living here, but that was supposed to expire.
well, a lot of that was because we have Batista, who is a literal fucking fascist that we upheld it and like had as like a puppet for the fucking Cuban government and shit.
Fucking idiot.
Which Castro led a fucking revolution against.
But he's our ruthless dictator.
Which isn't good. And, like, I mean, and if someone is leading a revolutionary uprising against a fascist dictator like that, then that's arguably a good thing. Like, I mean, fuck a fascist dictator like that. Whether it's Pinochet, Batista, or at this point, even fucking Netanyahu, considering they're doing a little fucking genocide.
Keep the control on him so he doesn't be such an asshole.
And honestly, we could.
As it's
We literally, in a way we could, but we don't because they get the green light. They get the American green light to do a fucking genocide or whatever fucking fascist shit that they do and fucking oppression and don't give a fuck.
If he's our ruthless dictator, we can kind of keep strings on him so he doesn't commit genocide or any of that other shit.
But that doesn't happen because guess what's happening in fucking Gaza and the West Bank right now? Like a literal ethnic cleansing, a carpet bombing, white phosphorus is being used, hospitals, schools have been bombed.
Yeah, no, that's because we didn't have our fascist dictator in charge.
We do! It's Benjamin Netanyahu! That is our fucking dog. Like, he is our fucking puppet. And we give him the green light to do this shit. And
Egypt?
what about Egypt? Like, they're kind of partly complicit. I mean, they're partly complicit because they aren't letting, like, a green light, to let people in their country and shit either. Like, I mean, no one's a fucking innocent motherfucker outside the Palestinian civilians and children and women who are being literally slaughtered on the fucking daily at this point. Like, I mean, it's like...
the Palestinians that are doing that.
No, it's not. It's, like there are Hamas militants, but like the majority of Palestinians are fucking children. Like half of the Palestinians that live in Gaza are children. And the others are like mostly like women and elderly and shit, and the rest of them are...
So you're just like you and me, if there's like a war here.
It's not like some one-on-one, it's not an equal thing.
It was just like, what the fuck? Give me a break. I just want to go.
That's how, I mean, most people feel this way. Like, I mean, there's literally even hostages who are like...
99% of the world just like, just let me go do my job, feed my kids.
Well, the thing is, like, there's even, like, hostages that were even, like, captured by Hamas stuff, and even said they treat them somewhat relatively friendly because they understood the idea that, like, in order to, like, trying to find, the most minimal element of, like, destruction, the best way to do that is at least, have some sense of humanity. Like, literally, even Hamas with their hostages are, from the hostages' voices in themselves who have been released, said that, like, they actually give some relative a shit.
Pain in the ass, as long as I can remember,
They haven't been around that long. They've been around since, like, the 90s, and, and this whole conflict has been around way longer than Hamas has existed.
Well, something like that.
And also, Benjamin Netanyahu, his government is literally funding Hamas as a scapegoat to justify a lot of the war crimes they're committing right now. Like, that's also another fact, too. Like, I mean, Netanyahu's literally have funded Hamas to some extent as a way to justify their fucking crimes. And basically, continue their extensive fucking, like, occupation at this point. Like, I mean, it's gone beyond, just like, just some isolated issue here and there that happens occasionally, or like there's an escalation. It's like a full-on organized fucking ethnic cleansing. That's just literally what the fuck is going on. And insane, you know, like how so much of the fucking world is just greenlit this in a sense. I mean, it's just like psychotic.
The United States should just get completely the fuck out of the Middle East and just...
I don't disagree with that. And that includes Israel too. Like the reason why like Israel has so much of its ability to do it is because we fund them. We give them the green light. We give them billions of dollars. You know, when it comes to our military budget, fiscally, every year, a certain percentage goes to them. It's like, I mean, if we cut that shit off, they would not be able to do as extensive fucking destruction that they're able to do. Like, so much of it's because we give them the green light. Like, in pretty much every politician, Republican, Democrat, or otherwise, basically gives them the green light. Like, they don't give a fuck.
Like playing a game of Risk, if Israel loses, they'll come here.
No, they won't. Because if that's the case, then, like, Israel's been around since 9/11, and they, quote, came here then. But, you know what? Like, Israel's around then and been around for a long fucking time, so that means bullshit. That means nothing.
That's a perfect example. They came here
That's literally just like, you know, fucking fear-mongering bullshit. It's like the idea of, like, oh, if, like, you know, this place, you know, is destroyed and we have to, like, you know, force our, you know, boys and those people to fucking fight and die there, then they will come here. It's like, no, they won't. Like, what? It's like, what? Like, Hamas is gonna have, like, sleeper cells or some shit in fucking America? No, they fucking won't. That's ridiculous. No, they don't. There's no way. That's insane. That's ridiculous. There's no fucking evidence of that, and there never will be. That's absurd.
The problem is we never should have been there in the first fucking place.
Well, I don't disagree with that. Because it's what's exacerbated a lot of these problems.
In the first place, if we just kept our big-ass American eagle-beaked noses out of everyone else's business, it wouldn't be a problem. It would just be like...
I don't necessarily disagree with that either. Just saying.
I'm an isolationist. Yeah, I'm just like, hey, you guys handle your own problems. Have fun.
I mean, I'm not like a full-on isolationist, but like, I mean, I don't disagree with you either. I mean, I definitely, you know, think like, especially considering how, like, supposedly rich and wealthy America is, you know, when it comes to everything. It's like, we can easily, like, not only help ourselves, but also, like, help some parts of the world with humanitarian aid and, like, giving, you know, like, and, you know, helping in, like, a medical / like, humanitarian effort and stuff. Like, I mean, we can, you know, like, I'm not, like, an, you know, like, isolationist necessarily, but I'm definitely, like, a anti-militarist interventionist. Like, I'm a humanitarian interventionist. Like, I have no problem, you know, like, letting America fund, like, humanitarian aid and stuff.
It's impossible to be complete isolationist, but...
Oh yeah, that's why I'm not like necessarily an isolationist. That's why I call my...
We should have had that attitude way before now, because now it's too late. We're all stuck in the quicksand already.
Well, yeah, well that's kind of why I kind of, you know, say that I'm not a militaristic interventionist. I want to be a humanitarian interventionist. Like I want, like, you know, if we're going to intervene in the world, like, we should do so in a humanitarian way, not, like, with fucking boots on the ground or drones or whatever the fuck, like, you know, military shit. We shouldn't be doing that. Like, we should actually, like, use our funds and, like, you know, maybe use the Army Corps of Engineers or, like, you know, or, like, help expand the fucking Doctors Without Borders or something and, like, have direct funding to help expand them or some shit like that. Like, I mean, we should be doing more of it.
Right now, I would... You know, if I like won the lottery, one place I would love to visit would be Petra.
Petra? Where's that? Sounds familiar.
It's that huge city carved into the side of the rock. Indiana Jones.
Oh, that's in. Is that in
the third one?
Oh yeah, it's in the Crusades one. What the
The Last Crusade.
Yeah, the Last Crusades. It's
yeah.
Is that in like Tunisia or some shit?
Yeah, it's in like Syria.
Syria or something.
Or Jordan or something like that. I'd love to visit there, but I don't want to go to the Middle East.
Well,
I
mean,
won the lottery, just like,
well, the thing is, like, I mean, realistically, like, if you're going to a specific tour destination like that, you'd probably be okay, like, I mean, if you're going to very specific locations like that, I think it might be fine. I mean, it's just like, if you go outside of those boundaries, you might want to be careful a little bit.
Yeah, there's places I would love to go outside my boundaries. Well, I did in Mexico. It's kind of iffy now, but...
Yeah, Mexico ain't really super iffy. Certain provinces for sure, but...
When I was younger, we went to Mexico a couple times.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's... Smoking
Can I take a piss?
locals and all that type of shit. And it was all fun. Had a great time.
Yeah.
And I just like, oh, these bathrooms are the stupidest in the world. Because, you know, you had to slide under the sink to sit on the toilet.
Oh my lord.
And then I realized, they say don't drink the water, but you forget ice. I got fairly sick. Then I realized it's like, okay, it's coming out both ends. Now I know why it's built like this, so you can hang your head.
You can shit. Oh no.
You could shoot out both ends at the same time.
Damn. Oof.
she literally pulled the fuck out over a fucking goddamn Facebook page that I did. Or a post or whatever. He was just always sitting next to her face. Oh, I danced with them too. I'll dance with them at the karaoke night every now and then. Just be like, what? Get up. Oh, you're fucking at me. Ah! Oh! Shit! God damn it, that was a fucking workout. You come to that dump yourself on your Saturday or some shit. Like, I mean, honestly, I mean, it's hard. I know you don't want to go out YouTube, but like, I mean, fuck. I mean, you gotta go down there at some point. I want that fucking house over there. I don't want to, like, fucking, like, fucking with that, being like, oh shit, dude. Actually, now, a lot of old high school friends will say that, actually, that, for a lot of time, that's what they do. Right? That's kind of right now. Actually, have a friend that has a success in high school. After that, ugly, hilarious. Oh, yeah, I was a little more excessive last night than tonight. I was a lot more like I just if anything, a lot of my expenditures of the yeah, who knows that? Which luckily tonight made it like, well, I'm doing it. I'm a lot more hopeful like this summer. And it's awful. It's been a great boy. Look at you making a little butt. Oh fuck! I just realized I forgot a bunch of meat for you at work, and there ain't no way for me to get at work because they're closed. I thought it would actually. Now I think about it, but I ain't gonna do that. Right? So I'm just gonna have to hope that's there tomorrow. bone. Yes, it is. It's a bunch of ham. And I know you're spoiled for a bunch of ham. Yes, it's yes. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Well,
Punk. You're a little punk, Zukov.
you know that? You're just a little punk.
Really? Hey, don't be like that. What the fuck? Seriously? Really? After all the love play fighting I was giving you earlier, now you want to do this? Some bitch. Really? Let's give him much little loves and chat little pops there for a minute. What's it about, like, his weird little trips, you know, out in, like, you know, the Cayman Islands, stuff like that? Because I guess to kind of reminisce a little bit, you know, of my little vibes, you know, from that or something. But also, I'm trying to convince him to just be like, you know what, you just need to say fucking, you know, like, just join me on, like, Fridays or Saturdays or something, bruh. Because he was telling me that, like, you know, Zukov would probably, be pretty fun at the bar that he goes to with his friend Alex and stuff on, like, Tuesdays, I think, or something like that. I'm just like, well, what the fuck? If that's the case, then just why are you hanging out with me at the, you know, the fucking bars at Duffy's or some shit? It's like, what the... Because, I mean, you know, like, even if he doesn't do karaoke, I mean, honestly, I appreciate it. It'd be bad. But it's just like, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, even if he ain't doing that, then what the fuck? Father, son, you know, bond a moment, and you don't partake in that shit. It's like, what the fuck, bruh? That's how I feel. It's like, what the hell? Main reason why it's just me, from what he told me, is because, like, the police station is, like, on the way over there. He has to pass by it, and it's like, well, if that's the case, then just be on your best behavior. I don't know. It's like, I mean, frankly, I'm not, but then again, I'm not driving. I'm walking home. So it's like, I mean, you know, I could be a little bit more rebellious and not give a fuck, but apparently, you know, he gives them more of a shit, which at least I can get at that point. Okay, Zukov, what the fuck is your problem, bro? Can you explain yourself? Why are you yapping? Yeah, I just called you what you're doing right now, yapping. Because that's what you're doing. You're not boofing, you're yapping. So what the fuck? What the fuck, asshole? What's the problem? Got nothing to say now? Really? Got nothing to say? You're a piece of shit, you know that? You're a little shitbag, you know that? You know, you're a little boy. You can be a little shitbag sometimes. What was that? You went to your food bowl, literally grabbed one kibble, and you just moved on with your life. Like, what was that, dude? Oh, now you're. So now you're. What were you doing? Testing the waters? Because they're gobbling up the rest of that food. Was he testing a water? What was that? That was so weird. He grabbed a single kibble. I guess to like test to see if the food is good. And I was just chowing down on the rest of it. I don't get that behavior. That was so weird. Is that like specifically like, you know, something that dogs do or something? That really was odd. It was so strange. I don't get it, but whatever. I mean, Zukov is really not a dog. He's just like an alien that is invaded our planet. So, a lot of his behaviors aren't necessarily dog-oriented. So, I mean, I can understand if it's not, but... It makes me wonder, is it really a dog behavior? What are you doing? Little goofball. He's such a weirdo. What? A little weirdo. Yeah, little. You're a little weirdo. Aw, he's just a good boy. He's so cute. You're so loud, bro. Jeez. Oh, he's just so cute. He's just a cute little boy. Anywho, I think I'll probably go good for the rest of the evening. Get myself some food and all that stuff. So, anyway, you all have a good one, and I shall see y'all the next morning or later, you know, after work, whenever. Who knows? Whenever I decide to be here. So, peace out, and I'll see y'all in the next one. So.